Stop recording video button.
Hello YouTube, this is Jordan here again, bringing you another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the Cobolt water resistant watch. This is a new watch I got for Christmas. On this watch you get 4 buttons. I'm holding my phone at the same time, so it's going to be tricky to do this, so I'm going to hold it in my left hand. It's a shame you can't see it, but I'll see if... I don't know where the camera on here is. This is it. And there's the strap here. Now let's go over what this particular watch does, or the features of this. S1 speaks the time, which it's supposed to do on all talking watches. This is also called the 2 o'clock button. S2 speaks the date. This is also known as the 4 o'clock button. If you hold it down, you're able to set the time. S3 changes the different modes of the watch, which I'm going to get to in a second, as well as sets your alarms. And S4, oh I forgot, S3 is your 10 o'clock button. S4, which is your 8 o'clock button, that turns off and on and off the hourly report. So let's take a look at this watch. Let me just hold this. If I wanted to know the time, I just press the S1 button as usual.
It is 2:28 p.m.
I don't know whether my camera could pick that up over the dogs barking, but you get what I mean. Is S2.
Today is the 20th.
So it's saying today's the 20th, which it certainly is. And that beep just lets you know it's going back to the time settings. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you press the mode button, which is S4, you've got a few options here.
Stopwatch.
You have a stopwatch, which this watch comes with. So you could basically use that to time programs on your computer. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to give the stopwatch a run. So let's time the loading of a website on my computer right now. I'm using every single browser, starting with SeaMonkey.
Facebook. Now, Taverina David commented on your post in assistive technology community for the blind and visually impaired.
Right. Actually, let's time program openings. So let's close my browser. So I've got a fresh desktop. There we go. And let's open Internet Explorer. So what I'm going to do is press start on my stopwatch as soon as I press along with enter on my computer.
Text on the desktop list. Recycle. Internet Explorer. HTTP 17 with 10 MSN copies.
Okay, so Internet Explorer opened up in 3 seconds.
No. MSN UK. Latest news. Weather. Hotmail. MSN refresh page. MSN powered by Microsoft News Web Search Request Animation.
So you can see Internet Explorer is fully open, but what I'm trying to focus on is, because NVDA detects programs before it opens, so that's Internet Explorer.
Radiant
And
settings dialog. Radiant settings and driver versions do not match. Please drop programs and features folder. NVDA publisher and PowerPoint published. Word publisher. Desktop.
they're not full versions of Microsoft Office, by the way, they're just web apps. They're not the real things that you hear.
Start window. Top blank. C-Monkey mail. Profile. Approve. Alarms. AMD Rig. C group calculator. Camera. Pro Maps. Connect. G group game box. Get help. M group maps. Messaging. Microsoft Edge.
Let's time Microsoft Edge.
1, 2, 3. Microsoft Edge. Start Microsoft Edge.
So it's 3 seconds. This stopwatch is
Microsoft Edge window.
extremely accurate.
Start document. List. Search. Edit.
Bad thing is, while programs load efficiently on this laptop, websites are a pain because of the low amount of RAM I've got and the storage space. Only 32 gig. So that means I can't run Microsoft Office on it, I don't think. Anyway, let's close Microsoft Edge and get back to the real part of this video.
Desktop link.
So we've used my stopwatch. Now we're going to go look at the next part of the mode button.
It is stopwatch.
Alarm
Alarm 1.
1. Now that is not a glitch, it said alarm 1. That is because you can have up to 4 different alarms set on this watch. So you can have, say, alarm 1 as your wake up alarm, alarm 2 as, say, a lunchtime alarm, alarm 3. Alarm 3 and 4 could be, say, reminder alarms. And now we're going to look at setting the time, because the next mode brings you back to the beginning. So in order to go into our menu, we just press S2.
Today is the 20th. Time set.
So we're in our time set. The first option allows you to toggle between 12 and 24-hour time.
24, 12, 24, 12.
Interesting thing enough, there's an alarm clock these guys make, the Cobolt brand, and there's also some talking calculators that these guys make. None of those clocks can do 24-hour time. The ones on the calculators, that is. I haven't seen the alarm clocks, but I do know they make alarm clocks. And this watch was from 2013, by the way. There is an older version of this watch, but I like this one because it's a lot nicer. Next option.
12.
Yeah, still in 20-hour time selection. 12 to 24-hour time.
24, 12.
Next option.
Hour set.
So you're able to set the hour. To set anything, you just go into your you want to go into your
2 p.m.
well, actually you don't need to go into anything, because to set the hour you just press your 8 o'clock button to change the hour.
2 p.m.
And
Facebook. Now, Taverina David commented on your post in assistive technology community for the blind and visually impaired.
blimmin' heck, you thought Windows notifications were worse. Look at Apple's notifications. They work non-stop. You should have seen what happened in my English mock exam. Twitter disturbed me, so that's why I uninstalled it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, I taught Twitter a lesson by uninstalling the app. And that is why I clearly didn't want a phone for Christmas, but forget it. It's got a good camera, and I'm using this to film, so that's good. I ain't even tried the camera on my laptop, but I don't think I want to because of how stupid it is. Well, I mean slow. Not stupid as such, because it's good. It's just a little slowish, but not too much. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that beep. If you leave the watch alone while you're in one of the menus, it'll kick you out and bring you back to the main settings.
Today
So
is the 20th. Time set.
that allows you to set the hour
Hour, minute set.
and minute in that one.
Year set.
You can set the year in the next menu. Setting the minute is the same too. You just use the 10 o'clock button. So
2020.
oh, one more thing about the date. There is no audible announcement of the month and the year when you're checking the date. So if you want to know the year, you just have to go into the year set option and press the 2 o'clock button to get an announcement of the year.
2020.
So yeah, that's how you're going to get the year. Yeah. So to set the next option after setting the year
Month set.
allows you to set the month. Now the month settings, when you set the month, it will only say numbers corresponding to the month. Say 1 would be January and 2 would be February. So in order to check the month, there's no way you can hear the month. So if you try to,
20th,
it would only just say the day. On the old one, it would say the numbers of the month. It'd say 1 or 2, whatever. So now the day.
day set,
So this allows you to change the date, which is not necessary unless you're replacing the battery.
today is the 20th,
And then after that, it's back in your 12 and 24-hour time. And now we go on to our alarm settings. So let me just get back into the main watch menu. Went to my stopwatch.
stopwatch,
Alarm 1.
alarm 1,
These are your alarm settings, by the way. So you can do something with these. I am now going to go over the how to set an alarm.
alarm 1, 7 o'clock a.m.,
So of course, if you want to know the times for each of the alarms, it's the same as always for knowing the normal time. You just press the 2 o'clock button, and it tells you the time that your alarm is set on. So my main alarm is set for 7 o'clock, even though I wake up for college at 6:30 in the morning, so I might change that. Don't ask me why. Next option, alarm 2.
alarm 2,
So alarm 2,
alarm 2, 10:10 a.m.,
10:10. They were just experiments.
alarm 3,
Alarm 3,
8:40 a.m.,
8:40, and alarm 4 isn't set. It's at 12 o'clock.
it is stopped, alarm 1,
So let's look at how you set an alarm. Just like you do with the time, you just press the 4 o'clock button down and hold.
alarm 1 set, hour set,
And immediately we are brought into the first option in the dialogue. Hour set. So same as setting the standard time hour. You you want to what you want to do is what time is it on?
7 a.m.,
So if I was to press this button here,
8 a.m.,
the 8 o'clock button,
9, 10
I'm
a.m.,
going through the hours.
11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 a.m.,
I'm going to go change that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., minute set,
I want to change that to 6:30. Oh no, not 5.
hour set, 6 a.m., minute set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 30.
There we go, 6:30 in the morning.
Alarm 1, 6:30 a.m.
I don't know if the battery's going in this, but then again, it's still new, so it shouldn't be going now. So that's how you set an alarm. I don't need to show you the other alarms because they're pretty much the same. If you want to turn off and on any individual alarms, you can do. You just press the 8 o'clock button.
Alarm 1 off.
So I've turned off alarm 1 and I've turned alarm 2, alarm 1 on, alarm 1 on again.
Alarm. It is 2:41 p.m. It is 2. Today is the 20th.
So other
One
than,
face. Large face. Face near bottom right edge.
so other than that, there's not much I want to show you of this watch. But I'm going to tell you the advantages and disadvantages of this watch. This one is extremely accurate. It's not It's not one of those atomic watches. But it's got features that you need in a watch, like time and alarm. That's all I need a watch for, really. You have a stopwatch, so if you want to do some, time-based activities, and you want to time yourself at something, or, I don't know, help a computer technician out by timing programs on your computer, you can do that. Next thing, that's the only those are the only advantage. Oh yeah, and it's water resistant too. The strap is, not the electricity bit, not the circuitry. I do want to go over the disadvantages right now. Oh no, another advantage. You get 12-month warranty on the battery, by the way. Your batteries for these watches, they generally have a 12-month warranty on them. Disadvantages is this watch will go off every hour. Whereas with this other one, if I can find it, without having to move Google Home, I can't find it. My reflex watch, you know what my other one is. My reflex watch, that would only go off that would stop going off at least 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock is the last it's supposed to chime, and 6 o'clock would be the time telling 6 o'clock button. No, not 6 o'clock button. 6 o'clock would be the time announcement when it would start announcing the time every hour. But this one will go 24 hours a day. So that's when you'll want to turn off your hourly chime. I'm just going to go over the stopwatch wheel quick again.
Stopwatch, 3 seconds.
So we've paused our time to see how well Microsoft Edge opens on my computer. So if you want to clear the stopwatch, you just press the 4 o'clock button.
All clear.
And that clears the stopwatch. And
All clear.
if you want to get an elapsed time while the stopwatch is running, you can do. You just simply run it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 6,
So it's still running,
8, 4, 9,
but
10, 4 seconds.
when you press the 2 o'clock button, it'll tell you the elapsed
One
time.
face. Large face. Face near bottom left edge.
20.
It'll tell you the time that has elapsed since you requested it.
30.
So let's say you wanted, I don't know, an activity was over and you still wanted your stopwatch running. You could use the feature
40.
to determine the amount of time that the activity took. But as you can hear, the stopwatch is still running. So we get out of that. We want to clear it.
All clear. It is 2:45 p.m.
One more thing. Oh yeah, about getting these watches. These generally come cheap off Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. They're not too hard either to get. Or you can get them from the RNRB. So overall, pretty decent timepiece, if you ask me. So that was my review of the Talking Cobalt water resistant watch. So that's the second proper video of 2020, guys. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Stop recording video. Button.